Check it out! Look, oh man. I was excited to tell you guys that I got the car mount thingy, and did you see how bouncy that was? That didn't stabilize this experience at all, and then look, it just went down, so now you can't even see me. Jeez. I'll work on that. That seems really bouncy to me. Anyone know how to fix that? Well, I wanted to tell a story today about another way that God has protected me. And it is, it's a pretty simple story. But primarily, I'm thinking about how He has protected me through my upbringing. So, nothing strictly supernatural that I'm talking about, but to me has felt supernatural. Specifically, like all of the worst things that can happen to someone, or the most challenging life circumstances you can face, I really do feel like God has protected me from, which really is a lot of credit to my parents, who are godly parents, and my schooling. I've always had godly influences, but seriously, like, tragedy has not struck me. I've never been abused, physically, sexually, even emotionally. Like, never have really been a victim of any type of psychological manipulation or abuse at all. I've never broken a bone in my body. I have never gotten seriously sick. Never gotten surgery other than my wisdom teeth. I have never been like legit bona fide poor. I have lived on super low income, but I've never had like true financial insecurity. Definitely never food insecurity. Even like teachers and coaches and parents, I've always been, generally speaking, believed in, nice things said to me. I can't think of a time that I was like humiliated or put down, or where an authority figure like really said something or did something that damaged me psychologically. I really don't think it's ever happened. And then in the adulting world, like Megan has never miscarried. We've never had like an incredibly difficult time getting pregnant when we wanted to get pregnant. We've never had a long stretch outside of work where we didn't know how we were gonna, provide or have jobs. I've traveled safely, everyone always prays for safe travels. Like, I've always had safe travels. I've lived through a couple of hurricanes in the Houston area. Just never have had like a really bad thing happen to me. I've experienced a lot of difficult things in life, but nothing like inflicting me in that type of way. Also, like, I've never been addicted to drugs or alcohol. I've never been exposed to more than I would have wanted to be exposed to, other than in the area of pornography, which I talked some about in an earlier video. So that's maybe one area in my upbringing that I was not well protected, but by and large, I was incredibly well protected. And again, in my natural mind as Jeremy Boy, I would not have felt like, oh, therefore God is alive. Like, I was not super God-minded. as a young kid. But for whatever reason, similar to the story I shared yesterday, internally I've always been aware of how protected I've been. Like, I feel aware of it, and it feels like not an accident. It feels like I'm pretty sure this is a gift from God, and I think it's because He wants me to serve with my life. Like, there's this verse that says, to whom much is given, much is expected. And so the more that I feel like I'm given in the area of purity, innocence, just protection, just like the less amount of time and money I need to spend licking my own wounds, because I don't have any particularly large wounds because I've been protected. Like, how much more time does that then afford me, and money, to give away, to serve, to invest in other people, to help other people in need? Like, it has always felt like the reason to me. So I've always been aware, like, man, I feel like I've been protected. I feel like I've had a lot of favor, and I feel like it's from God, and I feel like He knows that I'm aware, and He wants me to do something with that. Like, will it all be just so that I can say that I lived a super comfortable cush life? Or will it be, okay, great, now I can move to a different state. I can try to start businesses that serve. I can meet with 10 different guys on a weekly basis to invest in them and encourage them and challenge them. Like, how can I pay it forward? How can I use whatever I have to bless and serve other people? And I've always felt like the connection there related to the protection that I've experienced and my capacity and the invitation from God for me to use my life sacrificially. And so, hey, just another story of how God has protected me. There's something else I wanted to say with it, but we'll save it for another video if it ever comes back in the dome. Hey, thank you for watching this. Seriously, I realize that we really need to work on the audio quality here in these videos, and so I'm setting a new sub goal: 50 subs, 50. I will try out a microphone, and we'll see if that works. 50 subs! Just help me. Just ask your grandma. Seriously. I need your help. Jeez. All right. See you soon. Life is worship. God is... What is this thing? What is this? Man. Talk to y'all soon.